Welcome back to Double R's Kitchen. Today we are making a pumpkin pie. I can't remember ever making a pumpkin pie before, but I came across a recipe that I thought, you know what, this looks like a good one, let me try it. And it also gives me the opportunity to use my spices that my cousin gave me, so I'm really excited about that. So what's in this pumpkin pie? Let me show you guys. I got some light brown sugar. I have some clove, I got cinnamon, I have some salt, I got nutmeg, and I got some ginger. I have 4 eggs, I got some vanilla, of course my favorite ingredient. We have some evaporated milk. We have some pumpkin puree, and I got some egg wash with my homemade pie dish. So this is gonna go fairly quick. Not really too much to it. I will be mixing this by hand. The video I watched, the guy said that you don't want to use an electric mixer because what ends up happening is it causes a lot of bubbles, and you don't want bubbles in your pie because it's going to reflect when the pie is completed. You're going to see bubbles everywhere, and that's not a good look. We don't want that. So I'm going to be doing this by hand. I'm going to mix until combined, and well, actually not mix until combined, but mix until it's smooth looking. But I'm not going to be mixing heavily. It's just going to be a light stir. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mix these dry ingredients in here real quick. Dry ingredients are mixed. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add in this pumpkin puree here. Also, whenever I deal with cans, I wash the tops. When you go to the grocery store and you're buying canned goods, how many people go over there and touch the top of these cans? So I would recommend that before you use a can, wash it off. I went ahead and did that with both of my cans. Just me being extra paranoid, but I mean, if you think about it, when you go to the grocery store, you're looking at stuff, you're putting your hands on it. Well, 1,000,001 other people put their hands on it too. So before you go ahead and you feed your family, make sure you know, go through the protocols and wash things off. So let me go ahead and dump this in here. I'm adding my evaporated milk. And at this time, I'm going to add in my vanilla, about a teaspoon. Of course, my favorite ingredient. And my eggs, another pointer. I've mentioned this before, but whenever you're using eggs, crack them in a separate bowl. You would hate to crack an egg and put it in your mix and there's a shell or a rotten egg in there. So always crack your eggs in a separate bowl. All right, so let's go ahead and mix this up. And again, we're stirring until combined. It's a light stir. It's not heavily whipped. All right, that's the consistency. That's what it looks like, nice and smooth. So now the only thing left for me to do is to pour this in my pie dish. Okay, so this is going to go into the oven at 400 degrees for 15 minutes and then 350 degrees for another 40. Everyone's oven is different. Make sure you check your oven to see how it looks towards the end. You basically want it to be solid but a little jiggly in the middle. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the oven and I'll see you guys once it's done. All right, y'all, I think my pie is done. I'm gonna take it out the oven so it can cool down and I can show you guys what it looks like. So this is what the pie looks like. Now, the one mistake I did make was I poured too much of the pie batter into this dish. This dish can't hold as much pie filling as I would like. So that's the one mistake I made, but I mean that's not a big deal. That's preference. But this needs to cool down. Don't think I'll be able to have any tonight because it's super late. It's like 12 o'clock at night. So I think in the morning, or not in the morning, but when I get off of work, I'll see what this tastes like and I'll share it with you guys. What's up, y'all? So the pie is done. It's the next day. I haven't had a chance to get a bite because I was at work. So I just got off work. I'm on my way to the gym and I at least want to have a bite just to see how this tastes. But you can see how it looks though. Look at that. Don't that look nice? I want to show you the bottom too. The crust. You see the bottom? That crust is done. No one wants a pie with a gummy crust. So let's go ahead and give this a taste. That's a good pie. If I say so myself, that's a good pie. What I like about this recipe is it's sweet, but it's not overly sweet. So if you're somebody who wants to have a sweet pie, but not just extra sugar, this is the pie for you. Like, it has a perfect balance of sweetness and spice. It's not, the sweetness doesn't overtake the spice. So this is perfect. But like always, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be blessed, take care, and don't forget to say your prayers. And I'm out.